quiet of the night, we accept a gift. It is a personal act of faith, receiving God's charge upon us. In the quiet of the night, we are changed forever by our God, who is with us now and forever. In the quiet of the night, we have heard God's truth, a personal word of life given for our redemption. In the quiet of the night, in the quiet of this night, in the quietness in this room tonight, we are invited to act. We are invited to care. We are called to share a personal story of Christmas, a personal story of God's salvation. God sends us out to be living faith, a personal invitation, a personal voice of hope in this world, a personal hand of service in our day-to-day acts, in our day-to-day relationships. May God grant that it may be so. I'm going to hope that you do this better than I did this at the last service, because there's just this splattering of wax. And I'm sure the monitors, I'm sure that's good for the monitors. It's covered in wax. But here's the reminder that I would give to you, is that as the ushers come forward, the light will be passed, and you dip the unlit candle into the lit candle. That will keep you from getting burned. It will keep the cushions from being covered in wax for the next service as well. But this, you'll remember from the beginning of our service, is what we call the Christ candle. So the light comes from the Christ candle, and the light of Christ is passed on to you. These ushers will share the light of Christ with you, and you're welcome to share it with all those around you as we pass the light. After everybody gets their candle lit, of course, we will stand and we'll sing Silent Night. But for now, concentrate on getting your candle lit. Ready? Set. Go. Got it all lit. This week, forever hereafter, this will be known as the efficient candlelight service. That was very well done. Yeah, oh, yes. Maybe even the ones in the back, too, or on the sides. Here's that. The trio. Yes. I like it. What I'd like to invite you, and I'm going to go along with you here. Go ahead and hold that candle up in front of you. And normally in church, I would ask you to put your cell phones away, but if there's somebody towards the back that could snap a pic of this and either tag us on Facebook or Instagram, do you know what those things mean? That applies to you. And see how it lights up everything around you? You can see that, right? Now, what I'd like for you to do is move it back. If you have a beard, don't move it too close. That may be in my notes just for me, but if it applies to you, like that guy in the background, yes, perfect, not too close. Now close your eyes for a minute and sense that you still know there is a light in front of you. John chapter 1 says, the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness can never overcome it, even were we to close our eyes. You might open your eyes. What I invite you to do now is to cup your hand over the back of it. And when you do this, for those of you who did it correctly, it lights up your face. And I can see John chapter 8 lived out in you, where Jesus says, I am the light of the world. Jesus Christ will lighten our whole body if we let him. Now, if you put your hand on the other side, between the candle and between you, now you're paying attention. It shines the light outward, out in front of us where we are about to go. And Psalm 119 says, your word, O God, is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. And now I invite you to take that candle, hold it as high as your shoulders will let you, and listen to the words of Jesus. You are the light of the world. Therefore, let your light shine, that people may see your good deeds and give praise to your Father in heaven. Very carefully, much more carefully than I'm doing. We'll have the cleaning crew come in. I'm going to invite you to stand. We're going to sing Silent Night, and you should have those words printed in your bulletin. gently blow out the candle. And as you do, I will point out to you that down in front, the light of the Christ candle still remains, symbolic that he is always with us. He says again, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. So this Christmas Eve, let your prayer be that Christ will come and dwell within. Let us be willing to ask him to light our lives and lead us in the way to go, so that our light might shine in this world and give glory to our God. As you head out through the church, there is a box that looks like a present. It is full of candles. Please feel free to add your candle to that box for the next service. One more time, one last time, two little words. I am. I am. Over and again, he says, I am. And so in January, we will begin a Sunday morning conversation about how those two little words give us real hope and real meaning. So we hope that you will join us Sundays at 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
You did good. We hope that you'll join us in the back room for a time of refreshments and fellowship. Good night.